Hello everyone, welcome back to Tank Wars 3. I am your host Chromoid, and we are going to be watching another secondary bracket round 2 fight between Jargon and his team of Decimus Monarchs, Buffaloes, and Charlestons, facing off against johno1928 and his 10 Rush Jobs. So, with the introductions out of the way, let's get these tanks onto the battlefield in 3, 2, 1, fight. Jono has proven he's got some fairly mighty cannons. The issue with his tank seems to be that they don't turn well at all. So, being that they're casemates and have no ability to really turn their gun to face the enemy once they're facing a different direction, they spend a lot of time trying to get back into position. But their first volleys are usually pretty good. Um, Jargon's tanks, very, very pretty tanks, have some decent firepower on them, I think. Um, Unfortunately, there's some design flaws, especially on these ATGMLs where the lasers are too far back and the turret ends up blocking them unless they've got a certain angle. The Monarchs are beefy, strong, have good guns. Seems that under certain amounts of firepower, the turrets tend to pop very quickly. We'll see how that goes in this fight. Jargon's team already seems to be doing quite a bit better than it did in its first match. Cannot remember who they matched against. Ooh, that's a streak of ATGMLs. Odd that got through because johno1928's team does have a bunch of turrets that fire interceptors everywhere. So you would think that those would have caught that missile barrage, but I guess they were facing the wrong way at that point in time. The ATGMLs are over here. They are doing the thing they did last time, getting themselves stuck by running too far away. Not getting stuck, but like getting themselves in a position where they cannot effectively contribute to the team by firing their missiles in a guided fashion. They run too far back in the terrain, and their own turrets basically blocks them. That said, Jono has already lost one rush job to Jargon's team, and Jargon's team looks fairly healthy. All the LAVs still have their turrets and guns firing missiles. The Monarchs still have their turrets. At least I think this one does. I'm not sure where the other one is. Oh, it's over there. Yeah, they're circling around. They're doing a good job. Excuse me. This Monarch is down in a bit of a gully, so it's going to have trouble getting shells on target, I say, as it fires clean over that hill, so maybe not. That does have a much higher vantage point on that elevated chassis, so maybe that helps with the terrain a bit. Jono's team's taken a bit of a beating. They're still, except for that one that got, I bet it got cored early on by some missile shots. I know I saw one get hit right in the front by an ATGML strike, and that seemed to have really done the business to it. Okay, there they go. Going up the hill, that actually is probably going to be the best thing for the ATGMLs because now their lasers can almost never be blocked by terrain or the turret because of the angle. Yeah, see those missiles do a lot of damage. I stripped the entire side off of that rush job. Sorry for all the throat noises. I've had a bit of drainage in my throat today. Given the state of affairs in the world, it probably means I'm going to die in the next week or so, but I'm not going to let that worry me. I'm kidding, guys. It's all good. It's all good. Well, ATGMLs are launching volley after volley, and I think I see the lasers tracking a lot better this time, although they are struggling to maintain lock at range. You see, they're kind of, I think they're trying to hit the turrets on, on the back of the rush jobs, which isn't exactly helpful. Laser guidance does struggle from the fact that the AI has to point the laser at something, and the AI tends to switch blocks. And detection's in play, and if your detection's not good, you kind of get these shenanigans where they can't really see what they're aiming at. LAVs still popping off here and there. Doing a pretty good job, it looks like. They do have their own guided missiles, which at this range is probably way better than the ATGMLs. I really think the ATGMLs need to get closer. I think they need to get down into this brawl because it seems their detection is subpar, meaning that they're not able to lock effectively, and all those missiles are just going to go flying off into the distance and not going to do anything. And those missiles seem to do quite a bit of damage. So again, that's 3 entire tanks that are not contributing to this fight right now, and pretty big tanks too. But the LAVs and the Monarchs are doing a pretty good job, it looks like. The Monarch is cruising around, hasn't lost a turret. Unfortunately, this one has, gone into this crevice and is in this divot, and it's going to charge into an ATGML and get stuck. So now it's shooting at a hill, which means it's pretty much ineffective until it can get loose from that. Oh, good missile strike to the side of the rush jobs. Rush jobs are... I think they're starting to do a little bit of damage to Jargon's team. Unfortunately, the cannons are still... yeah, I forgot this. They also have this tendency to shoot into their own hulls when their target is below them. The cannon can angle down a bit, and they don't have failsafe, so they just fire straight into their front engine deck, which is not exactly what you want to be doing. Think they could have done with a little bit of elevation on those cannons, honestly. But the cannons themselves, I think the cannons themselves are actually pretty significant. That's also not an engine deck, I misspoke. All the cram is under that front deck. So basically the cram shoots itself, and then it doesn't shoot anything else after that. And there you can see the scarring here on the front. That's basically a self-inflicted wound. And you can see now this cannon is not firing anything. It's just shooting blanks, which is a pretty common indicator that something critical in the cram structure has been broken. This one looks healthy. Maybe it's got something. Had something. It's eating... Unfortunately, it's eating Monarch shots. They do have a single ram on the front. The rush jobs do. But unfortunately, this one's missing its ram as it comes face to face with the Monarch, and the ATGML is just stuck. It doesn't even know where it is. Oh, that's a beefy shot. I think that just dislodged the turret on the ATGML. I saw it bounce. Yeah, I think that turret's gone. That was a nice shot from the rush job at the back there. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe the turret's still okay. I thought I saw it kind of like bounce loose. Oh, no, it's gone. See, it's despawning now. So that ATGML lost the better... The Decimus just lost the better half of its hit points. And it's pretty much just a hull that is now holding its own land cruiser in place and unable to move on the side of a slope. The other Monarch comes charging in. Everyone's here. Everyone's come to join the party. Unfortunately, the rush jobs do not handle the slopes any better and are getting stuck there as well. So they're just kind of digging in here and getting stuck. There is one over there that's lobbing shells in, and you see those shells do a lot of damage. That took out the better part of this Monarch's turret with one shot. So the rush jobs have very, very powerful guns. Unfortunately, as you see here, they have as much a tendency to shoot themselves with said powerful guns as they do the enemy. And their traverse and their hull traverse is pretty awful. I'm just gonna say it like it is. The hull traverse is bad. They need to be able to turn faster. But I think this honestly has the makings of a real contender. If the issues of it shooting its own gun deck can be fixed, possibly by elevating or extending the cannon, and making the hull traverse better, I think these actually could really do some damage, because those cram shells are no joke. Whatever they're firing, at least against Jargon's team, they are pain. They are a big pain. Okay, so the Monarch has the power to push this entire conglomeration out of the way. It was just needed to get off the slope there that got it wedged. Oh no, and it's done it again. This is a problem with Jargon's team in this same arena in Tank Wars 2, and I don't know. I guess I assumed. I gave the map to everybody. Apparently some people couldn't use it and never told me, but I kind of assumed people would remember, you know, the problems they had from the last time with the terrain, and they would fix that, and I guess that is indeed not the case, and I am sorry for thinking that. But anyway, that shell skimmed right over the landmass. That was nice. Unfortunately, it missed. ATGMLs have scampered away, trying to get away from this mess. Oh no, did that oh no, the Monarch still got its turret. It's hard. It blends in with the rest of the color scheme. But it looks like the gun is offline now. Yeah. Oh, I am so sorry. No, the gun is not offline. Oh no, I don't know if it actually is firing anything besides blanks, but no, it's firing. It's definitely firing something. It's killing this rush job. Everyone's just kind of bundled up here. An LAV loses its turret. A couple other LAVs tangling with this rush job as it despawns. I guess that 2 damage. Yeah, okay, not AI dead. So it was 2 damage and it despawned. Man, this is quickly just turning into a furball, isn't it? This one Monarch just facing off against everybody. Not a single one of Jargon's tanks have been despawned, to be fair. And Jono has lost 4 of his tanks, now 5 of his tanks, as another one despawns up there. And then I think Jargon's pretty much going to run away with it at this point. Jono's tanks pretty much immobilized as a group, pretty much weaponless as a group, and while Jargon's tanks have taken some weapon damage, I don't think it's going to be enough to give Jono a chance to claw his way back into this fight. Oh no, especially not with that. Shot its own hole, bounced off the hole, fired into the back of his teammate. You hate to see it. Oh man, yeah, that's all 5 remaining rush jobs all in one place. If anyone brought Cram to this, if not anyone, if Jargon had brought a Cram to this fight and dropped a big HE shell right here, right now, would be very unfortunate for all involved. Probably including the Monarch. I think the Monarch could probably tank it, but yeah, that would be a. This is Cram heaven right here. Somewhere, Char's tanks are giggling maniacally. Yep. It's just going to be a slow, painful death. Most of the LAVs are damaged. Oh, nice shot, though, from that rush job. Taking a shot over its buddy into the approaching LAV. I think that's pretty much ruined the frontal armor on that LAV. Oh, I never noticed this before. Are those, oh, they're little machine guns. Oh, that's cute. Little machine guns on the deck. Yeah. Everyone's just kind of chilling, waiting for the reload. I don't even know where the other Monarch is. Oh, it's over here. Stuck. That's why nobody... I was like, why isn't it coming to help? It can't come to help. It's stuck. And we got an ATGML backing away again. Headless ATGML. This is, well, this is slowed down significantly. It's pretty much just this Monarch versus all these rush jobs. But honestly, if I had to go with somebody, I'd pick the Monarch to win this fight. Given that it has a turret and the rush jobs, well, don't. Then again, it might have just run out of shells, and the rush jobs haven't. There is an LAV losing all of its goodies, and that's almost killed it. That's on 57%. Another LAV charges in. Oh, man. Oh, is that the one that's at 55%? There's one at 57 and one at 55.2. They're dangerously low. I mean, I guess if you kill all the LAVs, you could get close, but I mean, you get 2 minutes and 18 seconds left and nobody is moving. Literally nobody on either of these teams, aside from the ATGMLs, are moving anymore. Yeah, the entire battlefield has stopped. It's this cluster it's this cluster over here of just stuck high-centered tanks on the edge of the battlefield, lobbing shells into each other's armor at point-blank range. Oh no, both LAVs! They caught a shell. They caught the frags from... I think they caught the frags from the Monarch, and that was enough to finish them off. Oh no, it's funny. That is funny. The Monarch's just gonna plink away at this one rush job. Rush jobs have pretty significant armor, at least against this gun. Oh, hello. That rush job was... I forgot it still has a bead on this Decimus, and that did hit the Decimus. But I mean, the Decimus is pretty tanky too. It can take a few hits. Now, if you hit it in the turret, apparently that's its Achilles heel. Yeah, this one rush job is like, yeah, I can hit that. With oh no, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, Chief. I thought that was a big shell it was lobbing. Maybe it had one originally. Yeah, it's shooting something. I'm not sure what kind of shell that is or how good it is. And it doesn't have any. The detection's pretty awful on it, that's for sure. Down to 1 minute left, and yeah, I think this is pretty much going to be Jargon's win at this point. You got this one LAV lobbing simple weapons into the front, into the metal front of this rush job. I mean, it's doing something. You see the blocks discoloring a little bit. But yeah. Very pretty tanks. Jargon's team are very, very pretty, but Yeah, I'm not sure about this whole mobility issue they have carried over from Tank Wars 2. Oh, hey, look, they're dislodging themselves. Little plinks of shells falling off, ricocheting off of the one rush job and into the other one. Oh man, this is kind of comical. What it comes down to, who has the most tanks by the time everyone piles up in a corner of the map. And the answer is pretty much going to be Jargon. His vehicles definitely outdamaged Jono's vehicles in the early stages of the match before all this happened. I mean, no doubt about it. Just had far more firepower and better armor scheme. But at the end of the day, uh, health is what matters. And yeah, Jargon has way more health than Jono does, having despawned half of Johno1928's team. So this match is going to go to Jargon, and you're going to continue on the secondary brackets, Jargon. Congratulations. And Jono1928, thank you for participating, but this is where your entry stops. Thank you all for watching. I've been Chromoid, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.